Hello everybody out there, and welcome back here with the future once again to another showcase and review. And today we're going to be taking a look at a figure that my father actually picked me up for my birthday, which was on June 18th. I turned 37 years old, and he picked me up a pre-ordered figure. This was actually up for pre-order in December of 2018 and just now being sent out, as my dad just picked it up for me out of the mail and gave it to me like 3 days ago. And he told me this was pre-ordered before my birthday on the 18th too. So it took like over 10 days after my birthday to actually get here. But nonetheless, this is actually NECA's pre-ordered 2019 Godzilla 1956 movie poster version action figure. This is actually the Godzilla King of the Monsters movie poster, which was the 1956 US version, which was a reworking of the original Japanese version from 1954. It actually inserted Americanized parts, scenes starring Raymond Burr, and they Americanized, the Japanese format of the movie. And it was Godzilla King of the Monsters released in 1956, 2 years after the initial release in Japan. So very cool that they modeled this figure, the colors and the look of it and everything, from the actual 1956 movie poster itself. I'm a big fan of movie posters, big movie buff, so my dad knew that. I'm a big Godzilla fan, so I guess he had to just pick this up for me, and I was so excited when I got this. I could not believe that this is what he picked me up. It's mint in box though, and I'm not going to open it up. It does have a lot of articulation and detail. It has 30 points of articulation. It's a 6-inch figure, and I think it's about 12 inches long. 12 inches from head to tail, so that's pretty big out of the package, about a foot long from head to tail, and then you got a half a foot tall, and then your 30 points of articulation, including an articulated tail as well. And that's out of the package though. But yeah, based on the one sheet poster for the movie's 1956 US release. And this actually comes with the package of this also, which I'm not going to be able to really show off. The insert doubles as a foldable backdrop that brings the one sheet to life. Godzilla can be posed in the fold of the backdrop, creating a 3D version of the poster illustration in toy form. So that's really cool that you can use the packaging as a 3D backdrop and try to recreate the poster look itself with the figure. And of course it comes in a collector friendly window box packaging with an opening flap. And of course this is released during the 65th anniversary of Godzilla, which was released in 1954. So that is being celebrated as well, as you can see on the side of the packaging here. I hope you can see that. But yeah, really loving this figure that my dad picked me up. Really awesome, and it even says on the front of this, awesome. So yeah, NECA did a great job as always. This is actually one of my first NECA Real Toys figures that I have in my collection box. I do have a couple things that are NECA, but they were just stuff I picked up at the flea markets and stuff. So I never had a brand new, at least a pre-ordered figure. This is my first pre-order figure too, if you want to get technical about it. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys this. It is the 2019 1956 movie poster Godzilla King of the Monsters action figure, of course licensed by Toho as well. I want to thank everybody out there who's watched my channel lately, all my videos. I really appreciate all the support and feedback here on my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, give me a like if you like what you see. And yeah, I just did a video, my last video with my friend Thaddeus. Go check that out. We talk about the 2011 Monchichi doll that he picked me up from Orlando, Florida. And also we talk about other toys and whatnot. I think I even mentioned Godzilla in there before I even picked this figure up. But yeah, big thanks to my dad for picking me this up for my birthday so we can review it here on my channel and add it to my collection. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate all the support. And now, without further ado, let's check out the 2019 pre-ordered NECA Godzilla action figure from the 1956, modeled after the 1956 Godzilla King of the Monsters movie poster, the US version. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we have the figure itself here, mint in box. Get the lighting on it right there. And there is the 1956 movie poster itself right there. And I also have to note that people are saying that the quality, of the Godzilla line by NECA has always been top notch, and this is one of the best looking versions of Godzilla that they've done. So I think that's saying something for this action figure. And there you see it, raging through the world on a rampage of destruction. Godzilla, it's alive, king of the monsters. And there's some smaller writing there. Spawned in the ocean's depths, it stalks the earth, belching fire that blasts mighty cities into oblivion. A gory Goliath that lives, sorry about this, it's hard to read, that lives to kill, kills to live. Diabolical demon of destruction, mightiest monster of them all, Godzilla. So that's some small writing there, I think you can see, but I was having a hard time reading that. But in the first time reading it, I didn't want to mess up. And there it says, awesome, and then some. So that is so sweet, and this figure definitely is awesome. Godzilla down there to the left. And look at this poster art. And what a movie poster. If you're going down to check out some movies back then and you saw this poster on the wall, wow. Would you be just enthralled to check this out? I mean, I love Godzilla, and this has to be one of the coolest looking illustrations, especially of a movie poster of Godzilla that was ever done. The 1956 theatrical movie poster version here. And that is who this figure is modeled after. But let's take a look at the side of the box here. You have Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Really cool looking way they did that on the side of the box. I love it. I love this box art. And there, of course, you have the 65th anniversary, 1954 to 2019, of course, below. On the other side, exactly the same. The Godzilla, King of the Monsters logo here. And the 65th anniversary down below. I love that little Godzilla silhouette there. The symbol is cool itself. So, very neat. And then, of course, on the back here, really cool packaging. I love this packaging. So classic. It says Godzilla, King of the Monsters, savage action, authentic color scheme, just like the 56 poster. And there is a look at the figure itself outside the packaging. Look at the coloring, the detail that they put on this thing. The tail dragging the ground, even an articulated tail. It just looks perfect. Looks so much more like the actual Godzilla from the film than the version that I already did, the Bandai version. That has been criticized to not look enough like it did in the film, the black and white film from the 1954 version. This is a 56 movie poster version, so it kind of goes along with that. That is my friend Thaddeus's that I reviewed. I'll put that up in the suggestion box to the right. You can check that one out too. Both really cool figures, but you can see that the detail and articulation by NECA is top notch. You cannot match this by anybody else. Look at the look on the face. Diabolical demon. And of course it says dynamic violence and spectacular thrills there. And belching fire. And of course we've looked at the 1977 Shogun Warriors Godzilla 2. I will actually put that one up in the suggested box to the right as well. Make sure you go check that out. That looks even less like the actual version from the movie, but that is so classic with the firing claw and the flipping tongue to kind of, get the belching fire action, as you'll see if you go check it out. But that was also my friend Thaddeus's, that we've checked out the third Godzilla now, and the first one that is actually mine from the channel. This here is before we get into the inside here and take a look at the figure itself, I wanted to show this off. I just picked this up. It is the Criterion Collection version of Godzilla. You can see directed by Ishiro Honda there. And look at that cover art. Is that amazing or what? The fire, the silhouette of Godzilla coming over the city there, just destroyed. The big tail whipping too. So I think that actually is the back of him. Yeah, that's the back of Godzilla there that we can see walking off through a fiery abyss there. Pretty sweet. This is actually a double DVD, two DVD special edition that featured not only the 1954 version on the first disc, but the 56 Americanized version as well. So that's why I wanted to show that off. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And it says there, Terry Morse's 1956 reworking of the original starring Raymond Burr. So very sweet. This is a very, very good DVD. I recommend this DVD of Godzilla if you're going to get a Godzilla DVD. the Criterion Collection DVD. Criterion Collection is great. Continuing series of important classics and contemporary, what's that say there? Contemporary films presents Godzilla. And of course, the original film was, of course, called Gojira. And then they Americanized it kind of, or just changed it into Godzilla, because that's kind of what it sounded like. But yeah, you gotta love the old Japanese monster who spawned from a nuclear attack and H-bomb testing in the Pacific. The radioactive beast, as they call it here on the back. But you gotta love the King of Monsters, Godzilla. But now, let's take a look at this figure that is, you know, depicting the 1956 movie poster. Like it says here, the authentic color scheme, just like the 56 poster. And let's take a look on the inside. You can see another look, but this has the actual figure in place of the actual poster here. They used the figure and inserted him into the movie poster, which I thought was a really slick, cool move there on NECA's part to do that. And it's the exact same poster that's on the front, except you can see the figure there is so cool that you can almost, I mean, if you just glanced, you wouldn't really be able to tell. I had to kind of look twice and be like, wait a minute, that's not the actual illustration, that's the figure there. But very sweet. I love this illustration of the people running off down here, him belching the fire out there. And of course, that is from the figure itself too, because now we're going to take a look at the figure, and it says there, raging through the world on a rampage of destruction, and there it is. Mint in package. Look at the detail on this thing. 30 points of articulation, 6 inches tall, 12 inches from head to tail. And you can see the tail is removable and does have articulation there for posability. And you can see that the backdrop diorama is used to create that, you know, 3D effect, or recreate the movie poster in the back. I don't know if that's all that there is when you take it out of the packaging or not. He's got some weight to him. But look at the face on this thing and breathing the fire. I like how the fire is already in the mouth there in the packaging too, so you can get a good look at that if you're an on-card collector like myself. And you can see that the spikes on the back, the spines on the back, in that reddish color, just like as we can flip it here real quick and see, to make it look like that fiery glow on the spines on his back there, spikes, whatever you want to call them. You get that fiery red glow. So they did a great job on the paint scheme on this thing to make it look just like the movie poster. And there he is outside the package. I love the paint. I love the detail. I'm sure the articulation is just amazing, as I can see the points there in package. This would definitely be one that my friend Michael the 2-Ply would love to pick up. I'd love to see an out-of-package review on this guy. So if you're watching, Michael, definitely grab one of these guys if you can. I don't know how much these are going to be on the secondary market, being a pre-order, but like I said, I'm not too up on the way pre-orders work, especially on secondary markets. But look, the bagginess kind of in the skin, just to like kind of incorporate the guy in the suit look. It was like an over baggy suit, so he always had that baggier look in the midsection, so that's really cool that they added that. And you can get a look at the feet there, the claws on the feet. Having a good storm outside, which kind of sets the mood for this, because like they say in King of the Monsters and all the newer movies, it's always raining or storming or something, or dark out when the monsters fight, so how appropriate. And there are the kind of trying to recreate that, you know, movie art there, and the way he's standing there in the back. So very, very sweet. It's so hard to get a really good shot of this guy. I think the lighting there is probably the best. I can stand up here, try not to get some lighting here, but I just wanted to show him off really nice. Mint in package, as I said, this Velcro, you know, shuts for the outside, so of course you have to unvelcro it there, so you got to be careful not to rip this thing open as hard as you can or anything. But man, do I love this. Let's look at the bottom here. You can see here on the bottom, you have your NECA and your www.necaonline.com, and your real toys there to the right as well. Made in China. And I don't think I showed on the back here, you also have, as it is officially licensed and trademarked by Toho Company Limited. Toho Corporation Company. But there's Toho, and there's the Godzilla stamp right there. Pretty sweet. But yeah, I love it, and I really am happy that my dad picked me this up. And yeah, make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of this mint in package figure. Let me know what you think of Godzilla, or just anything else you might want to bring up. Drop a comment down below, feel free. Make sure, if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see here. Drop a comment down below, give me a like, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified for all my future uploads, no pun intended. But yeah, love this figure. One of my favorites that I've showed off on my channel so far, especially because it's close to the heart, being from my dad for my birthday and all. And yeah, I want to say happy 4th of July to everybody out there. I am recording this on the 4th of July, Independence Day. So definitely got to shout everybody out for that. Stormy night here, kind of sucks for fireworks tonight where I'm from. But yeah, nonetheless, guys, it's been fun spending the 4th of July doing this little review for you guys. And I want to thank my dad big time, Thaddeus, for getting on that last video. Shout out to Michael the 2-Ply, who has me into some NECA stuff now. And also, I want to send a shout out to my friend that I just met on Facebook as well. I'm just going to call him Jason for now. I don't really want to give out a full name or anything. I don't actually know his YouTube channel name here, but if I get that, I will call him by that name. But Jason, what's up? And I hope everybody liked this video out there. And yeah, guys, happy 4th of July. And until next time, keep collecting. As always, peace out.